All right, let's dive in. We've got a source document here taking a look at a new residential development. It's called the SEN.
Yes, and for this deep dive, our mission is, well, to pull out the key details directly from the source and understand the picture it paints.
Exactly. And the source leads with this idea: tranquil living in Prime District 21. So what specifics does it give to, back that up?
Okay, so pulling from the basics in the source,
Yeah.
it identifies the SEN as a 99-year leasehold project.
Standard enough. And location.
Souza Avenue, that's District 21, Clementi, Upper Bukit Timah. The source kind of frames this area as known for being quite serene.
Right. And the developer listed in the document.
That's SL capital 8, SLTD, apparently a subsidiary of Sustained Land. The source does helpfully mention some of their other projects like Sturdy, Coastline, The Poise. Gives you a bit of context.
Okay. What about the scale and the timeline mentioned in this source?
It estimates completion around 2029. The exact TOP, temporary occupation permit, date is still to be announced, apparently. Unit count. Somewhere between 347 and 355 units expected.
And sitting on a site area of roughly 207,156 square feet. Now, the source gives us a hard number here. It was acquired through a government land sale, a GLS, back in July 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for $278.9 million. And the source calculates this, which is useful, around 841 PSFP PR per square foot per plot ratio. That's directly from the text.
Got it. So moving beyond the basic facts to, the living experience, what does the source say?
Well, it expects a mix of units, from one-bedroom up to four-bedroom layouts.
Anything distinctive mentioned?
It specifically calls out floor-to-ceiling windows, and then there were the facilities.
What's on the list in the source?
Okay, let's see. Swimming pool, lap pool and deck, gym, clubhouse, landscape gardens, BBQ pits, playground for kids, function rooms, the usual condo amenities.
Right.
But the source seems to imply these, especially the pools and gardens, are meant to really build on that tranquil living theme, creating that calm atmosphere inside the development.
Makes sense. So that covers the inside. What about connections? How accessible does the source say it is? Well, it highlights pretty good road access, mentions the BKE, PIE, Upper Bukit Timah Road, Jalen, Jurong, Catchall.
Okay, major arteries.
Yeah. And for public transport, it notes Beauty World MRT is about 1 kilometer away, King Albert Park, roughly 1.5 kilometers. Plus, it mentions the upcoming Hume MRT station and comprehensive bus services, too.
So the source suggests tranquility doesn't mean isolation. What about nearby stuff?
Yeah.
Daily needs, amenities, according to this document.
Quite a list, actually. Shopping and dining, Helvey 2, the Rail Mall, Bukit Panjang Plaza, Beauty World Center, Bukit Timah Shopping Center.
Familiar names for the area.
Exactly.
Oh.
And food spots like Shang Chin Nam, Chun Tin Road, and the Bukit Timah Market and Food Center. But interestingly, the source also really emphasizes the nature nearby.
Right.
Bukit Timah Nature Reserve, the rail corridor, Bukit Batok Nature Park. It's definitely painting a picture of, having both urban convenience and green escapes close by.
That blend seems crucial to the promise in the source. Okay, quickly, what about schools mentioned?
The source gets specific here. Within 1 kilometer, Bukit Timah Primary. Then, within 1 to 2 kilometer, it lists Peah Presbyterian, Methodist Girls, Kiming, Lianhua, and Bukit View Primary.
And beyond primary.
It mentions a range of other places, nearby secondary schools, polys, unis, even special schools. It's quite a comprehensive list provided.
Okay. Lastly, the source mentions future growth potential. The URA master plan stuff. What highlights does it pull out?
Right. This is about the wider area changing. The source points to the big beauty world transformation, that integrated hub with the market, hawker center, sports hall, library.
Yeah, that's a significant project.
Definitely. Also, green plans like the Bukit Timah Roshore Green Corridor and redevelopments for Bukit Timah Turf City and the old fire station.
And the source connects these changes back to the Sanhao.
It explicitly says these URA plans aim to boost connectivity, improve the lifestyle options nearby, and potentially lift property values in the whole region. So the insight from the source is that the SEN isn't just about the building itself, it's positioned to benefit from these wider neighborhood upgrades.
So wrapping up the picture from this source, the SEN seems to be aiming for that calm, District 21 residential feel, but backed by solid transport, amenities, and crucially, future potential from these URA plans.
Exactly. So looking at all these details, the source lays out the location specifics, the facilities it mentions, the mix of access and nature, those future plans. You have to ask how these might align with what you personally are looking for, whether it's a home or an investment.
Right.
And actually, the source itself adds a note here for anyone wanting more personalized advice. It says, and I'm quoting from the document, to learn more about how the SEN fits your specific needs as a buyer or investor, you may wish to consult a professional real estate strategic advisor like Jet Li at 876-49315. So that contact info is right there in the source if you want to explore it further.
Good to know that's provided in the source material. Okay, so a final thought, drawing only on what this source has told us. Considering this blend, it describes established quietness, plus these big planned future upgrades nearby. What kind of lifestyle or maybe investment strategy does the SEN, as presented here, seem best suited for? And which of those URA plans mentioned in the source do you think might have the biggest impact on the area down the line? Something to think about.